watching out for me. Those words I never meant, but I had to save a friend, and if only there was time, maybe then I'd make it right. Then a static fills the air, of the clouds I draw when near. So I turned to look around, and I saw that you were there. So we spoke, and then I left. I breathed the air again, of the hurt I couldn't let. You take all of the rest, and I know this isn't right, to leave you there in the night, but you reap the things I sow. When it's out of your control, then a static fills the air, of the clouds I draw when near. So I turn to look around, and I saw that you were there. Then it stops and disappears. All my thoughts are finally cleared, so we'll end how we began, and I finally let you in. But there must be something here. Oh, there must be something here. Oh, there must be something here. Oh, there must be something here.
We'll get started in a minute. Let me jam out to this. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Karu. I'm actually surprised you're streaming today. I am too, to be completely honest. Part of me was like, I should probably just like I was very tempted to skip stream today and just play Baldur's Gate. I am so close to finishing that game, y'all. You have no fucking clue. I am so close. Hi, Phantom. Hi, Latebringer. Hello, Chrissy. Hi, Albatham. Love that name. That's incredible. Bit sleepy, but having a good day. Good, good. I am too. This is kind of my day for like chilling before my midterm week is up, or is coming up. So yeah, thank you for humoring me as I jammed out to that song. This album has been the only thing I've been listening to for like the past couple of weeks. Past week, actually. I think it came out last week. It came out last Friday. Yeah, this is the only thing I've been listening to this entire week. So let me switch to... Genshin Impact OST. There we go. Something that's like a little bit more varied in its dynamics and not just loud. Yeah, no, that album has been the only fucking thing I have been listening to. That album is a masterpiece. There Must Be Something Here by Cloudy Sky. If you like post rock and like, if you like post rock pretty much, then check it out. It's an incredible, incredible album. I understand why people are disappointed with 4.5, but 4.6 is bound to reach. I know that, like, that's the only reason why I'm like, okay, well, we're fine. We'll be fine with 4.5. Is I actually haven't watched the stream. All I know is it's Chiori, and there's the scam banner, which, as much as like I'm disappointed to see how it works, I mean, you might as well, right? Like, they kind of have to do something because they're getting so many characters that they just, unless they want to do 3 banners, it's like, it's bound for them to have, like, they've got to do something. Finally started watching Freerun. I've been binging it the whole day. It's such a good show, isn't it, Lightbringer? It's so fucking good. Now, to be fair, I did kind of drop it when they got when they got to the exams. I kind of dropped it, but it's an incredible show. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's almost over. I'm on episode 17. I dropped it before that. I dropped it right at like after the first exam episode, which I think I'll get back into it over spring break, just because I'll have time to do that. I've got to entertain myself until mid-April, like late April, early May, because that's when my Soriori DVD comes in. So they could have made some of them free. Yeah, they could have, but this is also Genshin, and hoping for free 5 stars is a pipe dream. Honestly, that's not something that will ever happen. But yeah, the fact that 4.5 is so dry is kind of making me excited for 4.6. Hopium for Arlecchino. I think supposedly Arlecchino's drip marketing is supposed to be in a couple days. So it's like in a week or something. To say that I love Freerun is an understatement. She's incredible. I also love her English dub. The English dub is actually pretty good. I don't know if you watch English dub, but the English dub is incredible. Her Freerun's English VA too is an absolute meme lord. She is hilarious. I love her so much. She just memes just as much as the community does. She like makes her own memes straight up. It's really funny. She edited a picture of Freerun in a cowboy hat eating at a Texas Roadhouse. Yeah. Excuse my ignorance, but wait, what makes this new banner shit? Pity doesn't carry over between versions. So that's the big thing, is pity doesn't carry over. So either you have to spend money on you have to spend money on, also it has pity with like the weapon banner. It isn't like the 50-50 pity, but the pity carries over. Well, okay, don't take my word for it, because I haven't actually watched it. I've just seen people complaining about it. But that's the one that I saw, was that pity doesn't carry over. Pity carries over, but not the fate points. Got it. Yep, that's it. Which, I think that's the big thing. Okay, that's what they meant by pity doesn't carry over. Which, yeah, that sucks. But also, you have to think that it's a necessity. Like, they could have done it a little bit better. They could have made it a little bit more generous. But yeah, the story might be my favorite story. It's so good. It's such a good way of doing high fantasy. Because the one thing I love about it, Lightbringer, is it's, for all intents and purposes, Freerun is a very like cliche fantasy, but it does such interesting things with it. Like, it is pretty much just Tolkienian fantasy down to the tropes, but it does such interesting things with those concepts of Tolkienian fantasy that it's so gorgeous and well done. It's so well done. I love it so much. Also, the soundtrack is done by Evan Call. I love the soundtrack so fucking much. Evan Call is one of my favorite composers right now. He's by far my favorite anime composer. He is so good. Oh my god. He also did the soundtrack for Violet Evergarden, which is by far my favorite anime soundtrack. But Freerun is pretty fucking close. Okay.
When I don't have much to keep me up.
So, I don't know what we're gonna do. I actually might very well, because again, I've straight up just not watched the I've straight up just not fucking watched the version reveal. So let's do that real quick. It's only 25 minutes and I'll skip through it. I kind of just want to watch I'm mostly watching this for the people, like for the VAs. Cause I kind of want to like see Chiori, and also Kirara is hilarious. Yeah, this is the shortest special program, which is incredible. I also do want us to just straight up see what the fuck Chiori even does, because I still have zero idea what she does.
Welcome to the 4.5 special program. My name is Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler. Today I'm hosting with
an old friend, right? Meowdy, everyone. My name is Julia Gu.
Meowdy. I love how into it Julia gets. We get Val, which Valeria hasn't been on one in a while. I don't even remember the last time Valeria was on a special program. But I do love them. They are incredible.
I'm the voice of Kirara.
And I'm Brittany Lotta, the voice actor for Chiori. I'm really excited to be in this special program with you guys for the first time.
Hi everyone, my name is Valeria Rodriguez, and I'm the voice of Sucrose. Also very excited to be here.
Let's give everyone a chibi applause!
So cute. But seriously, this is an incredible crew, you guys.
It's really funny hearing Valeria's voice when they're not voicing Sucrose, because it's so different. Their voice is so different.
Now I'm even more curious to know about the contents of version
5 trailer.
Yes!
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah, you know it's filler when the chibis show up.
To shaking got Mondstadt's entire wine industry in my own 2 hands! I can just see it now. The more alcohol those drug fruits consume, the more sober they'll become.
Oh, it's okay.
I wonder if it could also be used to turn water into wine? Alternatively,
Benny boy?
strength enhancing potion could make it so that Paimon could take down an abyss mage.
Do we
on
get
her own.
Bennett in this
How are we
version?
supposed to make a potion like that? The pain from walking on all that rough terrain. It's like it was never there. With this
Hi,
in the arsenal,
Amazon.
I bet I could deliver 200 orders in a single day.
Or was that Albedo? Oh no.
Coming through. Fury, your shipment's here.
Need a bit of letting out around the middle.
No, just ran into a bit of trouble.
I love my Betty boy. The boy!
It's up to me.
If
to
you guys are in the
decide what I want to
Discord,
do.
make sure that you,
No one can tell me what to do.
if you're in the Discord, make sure you're contributing in the Genjin OC and art to the boy chain.
Delicate as silk.
You are very pretty. I feel bad for cosplayers though. I feel very bad for Chiori cosplayers.
Is Fiori here? I'd like to return my outfit. What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh?
You didn't get bought out by my competitor.
Yeah, it's in the description. Should totally join the Discord and go to the Genshin OC and art channel, and then add to the boy chain in that channel.
Fiori here?
But like no, so I follow some cosplayers, and yeah, I follow some cosplayers on TikTok, and some of them had were talking about it when Chiori's design first appeared. People were like, oh fuck, this is gonna be awful to make, because her design, it's not like it's interesting because it's not as like flashy, or like if you look at the design of like Farina or like Yae or Baiju or whoever, like Ganyu, like this is a 5-star design. This is very flashy, this is very frilly, this is, you know, but like this is a cosplay that a lot of people do. Venti is a cosplay that a lot of people do. Like these are all 5 stars, right? But from what I've seen, Chiori is not nearly as like as flashy, but her design is so much more complicated while also being more subtle that like I can hear all of the cosplayers just groaning.
You can tell me what to do.
And I find it kind of hilarious.
Let's go, Tomato.
Tomato or tomato?
Delicate as silk.
Let's go,
Tomato. Okay. It sounds like she's saying tomato. That's what I will be calling it.
Delicate as silk.
The puppet.
on the case.
It's like she has like a fucking puppet, which is weird. Like that seemingly does not fit.
I'd like to return my outfit. What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh?
Yeah, no, she's definitely saying tomato.
Competitors, did
Also, I love these two. I really like their dynamic. That's the name now. Yep, the name is just tomato. Yeet.
Our newest.
Welcome.
Although, okay, so I need to tell you guys this. So I was watching last week. You get if you were here, you know that Annalisa Fisher was doing their signing for Firefly posters, which that's on the way. That should be here tomorrow, which I'm so excited for. But so Annalisa Fisher was doing signings for Firefly posters, and so the second Valeria shows up on the stream and helps like Annalisa like read the chat, the second they did that, the second that Valeria shows up, Annalisa gets my poster and they sign the wrong size. So I'm blaming Valerie on that one.
Welcome back, travelers.
You know, I got a Firefly
Everyone's
one.
keen to hear more about the new version.
So now my two prints that I have
Our
are
first bit of information relates to
are
our
my
newest
Farina
character,
and now a Firefly.
Woo! Huh? It's just a piece of fabric? Huh, why was it in the box?
Whoa, it's actually really beautiful.
A professional designer like Chiori is very strict about her materials. She
Yeah,
probably
was,
uses
that was
unique
that was
fabrics
really
pretty
funny to
frequently.
go back through the stream and see.
A lot of sense.
I thought that Shiori left a really strong impression at the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Yeah, definitely. You could get a really good read on her based on how she dresses and the way that she talks.
Ooh, I agree. She seemed firm and decisive. Like the kind of person who always says exactly what she means. I also get the impression that she's not afraid of going after what she wants.
Yeah, it must have taken a lot of effort for an Inazuman to become so successful in the Fontaine.
I feel like that's a joke that does not translate into English, Chrissy.
A lot of skill.
You know it. You all seem pretty familiar with Chiori already, but you might not be aware about her combat abilities. So, let's take a moment to appreciate her fighting style.
Let's.
Yeah, let's see what she does.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be and to cut my own path.
Gosh, she's so. Oh my god. It's not a translation thing. Is it just a cultural thing then?
Let's go, Tomoto.
She's just Gwen. Is kind of
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
like it's just Gwen from League of Legends, but like not as ghostly.
God, she's so cool.
Very cool.
Have you seen her doll? It's so cute. You could say that she's a cut above the rest, if you will.
Yeah, and I love her.
Yeah. Okay. So
animations.
what a
Sleek.
she's Geo. So what the
super
fuck does her
stylish.
Geo do?
I love her swords. They're super, super cool. I want to add them to my own collection.
Did you see that in her burst, she actually crosses them over to look like this?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Good catch.
Yeah.
I want to add them to my own
Observers often
collection.
Consider Chiori to be an unconventional designer. She has a unique way of designing her clothes.
Okay, so by tapping her elemental skill button, Chiori dashes forward and sweeps her blade upwards. At the same time, Chiori will summon the automaton doll Tomato and attack together, dealing damage to opponents based on her attack and defense. Wow, okay, so she double stacks? Ooh. Okay. Hold the elemental skill button to adjust the dash direction. While Tomato is active, when Geo constructs exists or are created nearby, Chiori will summon an additional tomato on the field. Okay. Oh, okay. So pretty much she deals more damage the more Geo you have on your team. That's interesting. So from what I'm reading is like how I'm reading this is Chiori is kind of like, you know how in HSR the only mono team that is viable everywhere is Quantum? It kind of reads like what Genshin is trying to do is make Geo the neutral. Like it is best in isolation. Like with how Chiori works, that's kind of making me feel that's making me feel like Geo's gimmick is going to push less towards shield and more towards constructs, which I like. I like taking it in a different direction of focusing around the constructs, because that's a very interesting way of doing Geo. I think if they keep Geo on like that track of being like shielding can be like a secondary, but if it focuses around doing interesting stuff with how constructs interact with things, then I think that's going to bring Geo a lot further than just being the shielding element. Complicated albedo? Yeah.
Aside from using her own blades to cut fabric, she also uses an automaton named Tomoto.
Her longtime personal assistant.
Problem is half the constructs get wiped when you fight bosses. Yeah.
Tamoto is indispensable.
And part of me wants to say skill issue, but also like not.
She has an aura that proclaims to everyone, this is fashion.
Yeah, totally.
Because like that's not really a skill issue, and that's more of just a.
Her design making assistants into combat too.
They're too
During
squishy.
her elemental skill, Chiori summons Tamoto to attack her opponents. She also performs an upward strike and deals damage to her enemies based on her attack and defense stats.
Wait. Chiori made that automaton herself? Wow, it's so intricate. Maybe she could expand into a new industry if she wanted.
For sure. When her
Okay, that's
elemental
interesting that she
skill is held,
made that thing.
Chiori can adjust the direction of her dash
Like,
to attack
okay.
enemies from multiple angles. And as an experienced businesswoman, Chiori knows how to capitalize on favorable
Does
conditions.
tomato count as a
Chiori is someone
construct?
additional
I
to
don't
Tamoto
know.
when Tamoto is active, and there are other geo-constructs on the field.
Okay.
By unlocking one of her specific talents, Chiori can trigger special effects when using her skill, or normal attack during the upward strike on her elemental skill.
Oh, interesting. So it seems like you can even
So after unlocking the talent Tailor-Made, Chiori will gain different effects depending on your next action you take within a short duration after using your elemental skill's upward sweep. Tapping the elemental skill button again switches the next character in your roster. Oh, that's weird. What the fuck? That's the first time that's ever happened. Right? That the game will just automatically swap you to another teammate without you pressing the dedicated button. That's weird. That's really strange, actually. That feels like uncomfortable. Tapping the elemental skill button again switches to the next character in your roster. When your active party member normal, charged, and plunging attack hits your opponent, the automaton doll will execute a coordinated attack. Tapping the normal attack button will cause Chiori to gain Geo Infusion. Okay, so it feels like literal quick swap. Yeah, exactly, which is interesting. But also this is it saves time in an Abyss run and also kind of makes her of an off field, right? It makes her like a sub DPS, kind of a la Fischl. Because this is saying that if you elemental skill and then elemental skill again, then Tomato will still be on the field, but you'll quick swap to another character. Weird. Okay.
switch your active character by using her skill.
She has a very... This is a very strange kit.
Chiori doesn't like to waste her time on, trivial matters. If someone tests her patience, then she'll end the battle with a strike.
I'm very excited to see what theory crafters come up with her, because...
Chiori may be a professional designer, but
like,
she's also really fun to watch in combat.
yeah, what do meta slaves,
Chiori
what are
doesn't
meta
think
people
that
gonna come up with for her? Because this is a very
When
strange
Chiori's in your
kit.
active party,
This
and
is such a
any of
weird
your
kit.
characters are wearing a unique outfit or a non-default wing glider. The whole team will have their movement speed increased.
Excuse me? Dude, this is such an experimental kit. That's weird. They don't even explain her burst? Really? Bro. Yeah, no, it's just talent. What if she just doesn't have a burst? Like... Dude, this is such a weird kit, because you get extra movement speed. Like, you get extra movement speed if you have a different outfit on a character, which is just free because Xingqiu is you should have Xingqiu. That I don't I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. That's so weird. Like that is so freaky.
That's what makes her a true designer. Our travels will definitely be smoother when she's in the party, and more fashionable.
Well, Well, maybe not.
Well, that's her. Yeah, you can wear a different glider. True, so that's just free. That's what her burst icon is.
Oh?
Chiori
That's so weird. This feels so.
tends to run into a lot of trouble. It might be because of her blunt personality, but unexpected problems.
What
Such
the
as-
fuck is up with this patch, y'all? This is wild. They forget to talk about her burst. The new banner, it's a whoopsie do. I just straight up like plosived right into my mic. Yeah, they forget to talk about her burst. New banner bullshit. It's a 25-minute special program. What? Yeah. This is so scuffed.
As per
Has to go all
to challenges during Fontaine Fashion Week.
How curious. What kind of challenges are they?
We'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure that
what kind of
Yeah, what are the second half banners? Hold on.
Version
Oh,
4.5. After travelers complete her quest,
Lynette. We get a Lynette hangout.
they'll receive a special
Yes, more Anais.
reward. The Fatometer.
awesome.
Lynette hangout.
This
Let's
is a pretty
go.
interesting tool.
I'm
You can
super
draw
excited about
a
that.
random number from a hat when you interact with the Fatometer. So if travelers are ever stuck on a decision, they can use the Fate.
Same character.
From going back. I
New 5-star sword and Ito in the first half of version
Okay, Chiori and
4.5.
Ito. That's a weird double. Okay, everything about this is like uncanny. This is so weird. Everything about this, this is just breaking out. It's a double Geo banner. Okay, double Geo DPS banner. Strange. So I feel like Ito Chiori is gonna be really good as like that feels like a good DPS sub DPS. What's the fate armor? I don't fucking know. So like yeah, so Ito Chiori, that feels like that's gonna be like a team. A good team. Because you can Chiori get Tomato out. Or like you can get Ito's pet out and then do other constructs if you have other Geo, and then Chiori E switch to Ito and then go ham. I feel like that would be a really solid team, depending on how good Chiori's numbers are.
A new 5-star sword, Uraku Misaki,
All I need is Chiori.
featured on the weapon event.
She seems interesting,
Here's a small spoiler.
but
for you.
I'm
New 5-star sword comes with a defense
Chiori is
bonus.
replacing Albedo? No, nobody's ever replacing Albedo. Albedo is
Albedo.
That's something that
Albedo
travelers will have to
is in my
try for
heart.
themselves.
Nervalet and Cosmo.
Oh fuck! You guys were not kidding. Holy shit! Yes. Let's make. You know, we got a new character. What do we have accompany this new character? This new really experimental weird character. Yeah, let's make the second half of this really shit patch be the best DPS in the game paired with the best sub DPS in the entire game. Like, what the fuck? Yaoi fangirls? Yeah, let's also appeal to all of the Yaoi fans. Like, dude, holy shit. Oh my god. This right here is appealing to like 75, like 80% of the people that play this game. The meta people and the Yaoi fans. Like, that's like a solid 80% of the audience of this game. So this appeals to both of them.
Second half of version 4.5. Be sure to check them out if either of them interest you. new type of wish, the chronicled wish.
What's that?
Yeah.
Let me explain.
Okay, yeah.
New type of banner will be available.
Albedo is on the chronicled wish. No, my boy. My beautiful, beautiful boy. My first love. Straight up, like Albedo is like the first character like I actually really like fell in love with even before Hu Tao. Like this is my first. Yeah, Albedo's getting sent to the trenches. Although Hunter's Path is now attainable again. Yeah, you can finally get Dia and Hunter and Tikhnari's. It's the Claymore. You get a Kilophonia and a Scoured Blade. Yeah, Dia's too. Wolf's Gravestone also, because I have been playing this game since release, and I have been using Diluc since release, and I have never actually been able to get a fucking Wolf's Gravestone. I have either used Prototype Archaic or Fish on Diluc, and I have been using this man since 1.0. Like, but so Eula, Mona, Albedo, Klee, Diluc, Jean. So this makes a lot of sense because, like, somebody in the comments here is saying, Chronicled Wish banner is to be able to retire older characters, which makes so much sense for Klee and Albedo, right? Like, they were originally limited, you can only get them on limited banners. Klee was fucking 1.0. And Albedo is 1.1. You're still streaming? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am streaming. Sunday at noon 30. But yeah, like, and Eula. But like, it makes a lot of sense to retire Klee because, like, you gotta imagine Klee's play rate is super, super low. Eula's play rate is not going to be quite as low as Klee, but, you know, it's whatever. Albedo is Albedo, but, you know, you can just give them better supports. I don't think there's any fixing Klee. To be completely honest, I don't think there's any fixing Klee. She's just so clunky. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. We're just watching the really, really shitty 4.5 special program.
Starting from version
Yeah, and Song of Broken Pines is on here, so that's fine.
4.5, the Chronicled Wish. The Chronicled Wish banner will allow travelers to obtain a variety of characters such as Klee and Diluc.
Nice.
They'll also be able to obtain weapons such as Hunter's Path and Wolf's Gravestone.
No way.
Wow.
Which, Wolf's Gravestone, it makes me
Wait, if so
very
many
happy about that.
characters and weapons are going to be on the same banner, won't it be kind of hard to pull for exactly who you want?
Yeah, the trailer is like the only like interesting
You can
thing.
chart a
I mean,
specific
Chiori
course for the
is...
character or weapon that you want.
I don't hate
Plus, it only
Chiori.
takes a maximum of one
I think she's a
fate point
really
to
interesting
guarantee your
character.
target.
I will
You're
say,
also
I wish they
guaranteed an
told me
item
what
that
her
matches
burst
your
was.
target type. For
Like,
example, if you're targeting a specific 5-star character, whatever you end up
yeah,
pulling
this
is
banner
guaranteed
appeals
to
more
be
to the people who
character.
just save a lot for their faces.
Same is
Exactly.
true for
But it
weapons.
also, I can also see this racking up
Seems like a
way
great
more
opportunity
characters.
For travelers to make up for missing out on certain characters and weapons that they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia says that, and then they proceed to not put things like, oh, I don't know, Cinnabar on there, or the Festering Desire. Like, that would make this even better, is if you put Cinnabar Spindle and Festering Desire and like event weapons on here. Like, that would be awesome. Put make the 4 stars that you can get on here event weapons or something. I don't fucking know.
There's one thing that I have to clarify.
Oh.
These new banners will only feature 5-star characters that have had at least 3 character event wishes and have not appeared on any recent banners. More details about the Chronicled Wish banners will be revealed in an official announcement. Be sure to keep an eye out if you're interested.
Bottle?
The Festering Desire is only R1. Yeah, I'm so glad I played this. Like, I got Festering Desire and Cinnabar Spindle when I actually like played this game a lot. And and actually like would do events to completion, because that makes my albedo actually usable. And my, like, even to this day, my albedo is still pretty decent. Like, he's not perfect, but he's still really solid, especially because he has Cinnabar Spindle. Like, I can make albedo work even to this day. I know, doesn't Cinnabar Spindle look so fucking pretty on him? Dude, he's just a pretty dude. I love him. He's so hot. Okay.
Judging from the shape of the glass and the color of the liquid, I'm
Cherry's
guessing that the
signature wallet
bottle
class
has
Cinnabar.
something
Oh,
to do with
definitely. But also I got Cinnabar for free,
Judging
so.
from our surroundings, maybe Mondstadt is also involved?
So we get events.
Next, we're introducing an event that takes place in Mondstadt. It's an alchemy event. Yay! As the city of Mondstadt continues.
Okay, that's a funky looking pole. That looks like a staff, dude. That straight up, that looks like a staff and not a pole arm. Like that looks like that's something that you would give my fucking character in Baldur's Gate, like my wizard in Baldur's Gate, and not a goddamn weapon that you hit people with. That looks like that's casting fucking healing spells. Mondstadt drinking event not having venti. Dude, he's avoiding us even more now. This fucker is avoiding us. I don't like it. I can tell he's avoiding us because he's not in the drinking event.
To develop, its leaders are busy with planning for its future. The Knights of Favonius have always come up with the idea to open a potion shop.
It looks like Caduceus. It's a Caduceus coated staff, dude. Oh my god. I miss Caduceus. I miss Caduceus. I love Caduceus so much.
And the Knights can better understand their needs. Everybody wins.
Neat. That sounds super exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since travelers will get to run the
I'm
potion
so
shop during this
excited
event.
for
And what'll that
the
look
Mighty
like?
Nine
In the
animated
Alchemical
series,
Ascension
dude.
event,
Oh.
travelers will need to cultivate herbs, brew potions, and sell their products to increase the shop's revenue and expand their business.
Yes.
Management sim.
Management sims.
Yeah, exactly.
We love that shit.
Travelers who
Oh,
build
it's
up
so
the revenue
good.
and run the
And you
shop
get a
smoothly
Caduceus
will be
ass
able to
looking
earn various
staff.
rewards. These include primo gems and
Avoiding us because
four-star
oh
porn,
yeah, he's avoiding us
dialogues
because
with
we've learned just a
puzzle
little bit too
secrets.
much.
Travelers can also look forward to
Beto.
meeting familiar companions at the shop.
Eula.
Travelers can scale
Gay
their business
people.
even faster if they fulfill
Or
these
your
special
girlfriends.
customers' requirements.
Oh, sounds pretty neat.
Frina or Nuvi
Yeah,
story quest
me
in
too.
2
That's all I have to announce about
or
this
story
event.
quest 2 and
The next
4.6.
bit of news.
Maybe? Or Arlecchino. I'm just hoping for Arlecchino.
I feel like we don't even need to introduce this one. Everyone can
Hello, mate.
understand
Welcome.
that our upcoming content is about cats.
It's like I've returned home.
Julie's already got
I like how they use Kirara as just like a yeah, this patch is gonna be
Sucrose also
this
has
patch
animal
this patch
ears.
is just gonna be cats. Like
Doesn't have a tail though.
Oh.
yeah,
So
I
Sucrose isn't part cat?
No comment.
yeah, I do too. I feel like 4.6 is gonna be fucking wild because like
We've completely gone off topic. Let's get back to introducing the
because
most
we're so oh my god, looks adorable. But yeah, it feels like it feels like this patch is intentionally super dead because but like we're also so overdue for a new Dane quest. We're so overdue for like we're not overdue, but it's about the time where we would normally be getting Archon or like Story Quest 2 for like Nouvelette or somebody. This is about this like theoretically we're supposed to get Arlecchino, which is gonna be fucking crazy. Like stuff like that, right? I also kind of just want to know Arlecchino's real name. Like I've been having that thought recently. It was like we don't know Arlecchino's real name. So like, huh?
Important event, the Feline Fortress Vertice. The traveler this time
Fatigue, then spending time.
their heart's content. Travelers simply need to set up fluffy feline homes for the cats, satisfy specific target
So you're
requirements,
just
and
making a cat cafe.
provide the cats with their favorite food.
You're
Only
just
then
making a
will
cat
travelers be
cafe.
able to play with
Dude,
their furry
get... Oh my god, this is my favorite thing. My favorite TikTok account is Neko Cat Cafe. This is just a cat cafe simulator. Get me a Ringo.
Can be a little tricky.
Get me a Ringo and an Elvira, and we're good.
Just do your best.
Maybe Danny
travelers have
Phantom.
become good friends with all of the cats, they'll be able to meet a special friend.
Yep. And it seems like you're already a very good friend to the
Dane
cats.
promised he would tell us who he is next time we
This
meet.
cat
Yeah.
talk reminds
Oh
me
yeah,
of
because the last time
card
we
games.
talked to him as
And to that,
Carrie
they're
Bear.
pretty closely
Okay.
associated, right?
Yeah.
Right? If I remember correctly, he's
So just funny events, lots of cat stuff.
Based on the levels, weapons, artifacts, and talent.
Okay, and then
Travelers will be able to view a character's talent upgrade menu.
thank fuck.
Character talent interface.
Such a small
Hopefully
thing.
this helps everyone understand what materials they need in order to improve a character's skills.
That helps a lot.
Remember the new training guide that we mentioned earlier? That's also a new feature that's coming to version 4.5. Travelers who are adventure rank 12 or higher and have
Okay,
completed the
interesting.
quest, Welcome to the Adventurers Guild will be able to
Yeah, that's a
refer to
very
this
nice
guide by
quality of life
accessing
for
the
newer
timeline
players.
menu or pause menu. This guide will
Oh
provide
shit, it gives you
enhancement
like a
goals
full
and
like this is how
suggestions
much you
based on
need.
the levels, weapons,
to- oh,
artifacts,
that's
and
neat,
talents
okay.
of your character.
Possibilities is part of the fun.
Totally.
So far, we've just been covering the in-game content.
I cannot
But
see
we also
I
have
cannot
some
see
external
this
news to
picture
share.
without
During
thinking of that
version
goddamn
4.5,
Sevi tweet.
Genshin Impact
Sevi,
will be teaming up
you
with the Discovery Channel to launch benefit events that
Sevi
raise
has
awareness
real
about
like
environmental
has
conservation.
destroyed
Genshin
my
characters
mind
will
in
serve as
any
ambassadors
like
for
sight
specific
of
natural landscapes, and we'll be embarking on a
Kave
journey with
now
all the travelers
with
out
that
there.
one single tweet. That tweet is like a mimetic hazard.
Collaboration.
Like, it is so viciously
During
poisonous.
version 4.5, travelers can also look forward to the release of the Chenyu Vale OST album.
Yes. Okay, that's all I need in life is the Chenyu Vale OST. Okay. Yeah, no, that Sevi's tweet is just is a fucking mimetic hazard. Let me pull it up for you guys. Let me pull up the absolute hazard, the absolute poison that is this tweet. Hold on. If you haven't seen it, display capture here. What is he doing for 9 months? Pregnant nature? Who knows? That is just the most vile tweet I have ever seen. Oh my god, Sevi. Oh my god. Anyways, let's get back into it. Audio 8. So, plan for today. First of all, Chi-Chi. Happy birthday, Chi-Chi. Second of all, go away, dude. Claim. Okay. Second of all, I don't think I actually did that. I don't think I claimed Bennett birthday, which makes me sad because I was super excited for Leap Day, and like I was like, oh yeah, happy birthday, Benny boy, I love him, you know, all that, and then I forgot to log on. And I can wait 4 more years. Yeah, exactly. I've played this game for 4 years. I can wait for 4 more. It's fine. It's all right. Alrighty. So, plan for today. I'm actually gonna do resin. I'm actually gonna use my resin. And I think I'm also gonna do... Wasn't it leap year 2022? No, 2021. Wait. Hikaru, it's 2024. It's only 2020. Every 4 years. And this game came out September? August, September of 2020?
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Yeah. So, math. Yep. That's something. Okay, so I think I already actually have 4. No, I don't. Wow, crazy. He sends us a message on 28th. Yeah. Okay, so what do I even want to do? Do I just want to keep like working on, because my Farina artifacts aren't actually all that great. It's not Farina. Farina? This is Farina artifacts. Yeah, so my Farina artifacts aren't great. Let's go work on these. Zhongli has to wait all year for his birthday. It's almost as bad as Bennett. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's almost like that's how birthdays usually work. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, Abyss did get a reset, but I'm gonna do resin and I'm gonna finish the Chenyu quest. Because I actually haven't finished the Chenyu Veil World quest. So we're gonna do that. I could probably get away with this. I'm gonna say only high for Acheron. Yeah, I'm curious for Acheron. I'm more just excited for 2.1. Like, I just want to see what the fuck is happening in that weird ass planet.
Bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Oh yeah, 2.1 is gonna be anniversary. I forgot about that. Well, of course, some story cutscenes already got leaked. It's fucking. I don't know. I hate the story leakers. I hate story leakers. I hate story leakers. They suck. Waiting for adventuring? True. Healing bonus? True. Yeah, story leaks are so cringe. Also, I am not used to the fact that it spawns you right next to the key now. That's so weird.
This isn't good. Time to go.
Mind the side effects.
It's so convenient, but you have to think, my prime of artifact, like my heyday of artifact farming was mid 1.1. Oh, no, you don't. That was 100 health. No, but like, yeah, you have to remember the prime of like my heyday of artifact farming was back in like mid 1.1 to mid 2, like, or mid 1.x to mid 2.x. So like, yeah, I'm so used to running. Just got a 5-star selector in PGR. Nice.
Phew. The doctor will see you now.
Remember, health comes first.
Hi! Forward Amber, help! Time to shine!
Don't do that. That's rude. Don't you dare kill Kale.
Mind the side effects.
Rude. I should. You know what I should actually work on is Baiju. What even are my Baiju artifacts? Why do I have what? Yeah, let's instead of working on Farina, because my Farina artifacts are actually okay. Let's let's go use some condensed resin and go to fucking Baiju. Okay, so what's his or what recommended set? I guess four-piece deep wood works. I should actually just straight up level him is the first thing that I should be doing. Yeah, Burgeon does count as Dender damage. Yeah, he does use that fucking boss, which
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
annoys me, but I don't know why I went to you. Okay, so what I want to do... How many of these can I make? Enough. Sweet. Now, how much pollen do I have? Enough, I think. And then I need violet grass. And... No, I need one more, which is fine. I need 10 violet grass. And then fucking... Want to finish this novel? What novel? Need one more. Spores. Nuvi, Nahida, EM Raid, and EM Dia melted Baiju boss. This sucks because I don't have Nuvi or Dia. How to make with that though? I can do... What even is this boss? Hold on. This fucker. Yes, you. Got it. Do you have Sino? He's not leveled. He's like level 40. Oh, it's a Korean novel. Got it. We'll have fun doing that. While we suffer through this goddamn boss. I just pressed I because I've been playing so much fucking Baldur's Gate. Okay, so... Tiknati. Theater kids. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Yeah, my current team seems I mean I could probably replace Kale with Nahida.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Do you think? The one in the Abyss in 3.7, yeah. Although Kale's Dendro apply isn't actually half bad. Honestly, let's go. Let's go with this team. Let's see how this goes. Because it shouldn't be bad. Because his... his shields are pyro, hydro, and electro, I think. I recently bought Horizon Zero Dawn because it's on sale, even though I mean, I wouldn't say so. I mean, like, if you're not intending on ever like upgrading to a machine that can play the game, then maybe that is a little weird. But there are people that collect video games just for the collection. It's not necessarily that weird. Come on, Baiju, it's not that hard. Oh wait, there's a whole mechanic to that. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, if you're planning on playing it eventually with a better machine, then no, that's not weird at all. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I need to use the gadget. I'm just fucking too lazy to pull it out. Oh, it's cryo, hydro, and pyro. So Frina breaks pyro. Hu-Tao breaks cryo. I'm kind of dicked for hydro, but that'll be fine.
Strike a pose! Huh?
Ow. Ow. Double ow. Jeez.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Hi! Just like we rehearsed. Huh?
How does this fight work? Like that. Why didn't my Hu-Tao E go through? That's weird. Hu-Tao just like straight up didn't E for some reason. Okay, so you work. Fine. Ow.
Taking a turn for the better.
My management is not doing too hot.
Oh, brilliant!
Stop it. That's rude.
Let my name echo in song!
Mine.
Hi! Righteous on Musan!
Okay, we're fine.
Hands on fire!
It's the anti-one-shot boss? Yeah. Which honestly I can kind of appreciate. I forgot to do this. Makes the game at least a little bit more fun. Three. Because, like, you actually kind of have to think. Although, okay, yeah, completely off topic. This is completely, like, not even related. But I was this close, y'all, to streaming Helldivers today instead of playing Genshin. I cannot tell you how close I was to streaming Helldivers instead of Genshin. I might actually straight up just do that during sometime during 4.5. If it's getting like particularly boring, I might just straight up stream Helldivers or some other game instead of play Genshin, because I can imagine, or HSR. What is Helldivers? Oh, you sweet summer child. You babe swaddled in the cashmere blanket of ignorance. No, so Helldivers is a new game. It came out a couple of weeks ago.
This is nothing. Seems like an emergency.
Imagine So the entire point of the game is you are pretty much a troop. Like you're an individual like unit in an RTS game is pretty much what's happening. So it's a third-person shooter. You're doing missions on different planets, and it's like it takes place in a galactic war against automatons and terminids. And you're the third party, which is Super Earth. It's just like it's pretty much just a satire on fascism. But you're yeah, that's so you do a bunch of missions, and the more missions that you do, the more you contribute to this war that everybody, the entire player base, is contributing towards. And so it's a really, really fun, it's hard, but it's also just a really, really fun game, with this like super like high level tactics thing, like it's hard to describe. Just look it up. It's Helldivers 2. It's so fun. Yeah. HI3, maybe part 2. Now that part 2 is a thing, I might like start playing with part 2 or something. I don't fucking know. Let's see what else. I think I'll be finished with Baldur's Gate 3 by the time I stream the next time. So that'll probably not be something I'll have to stream. Helldivers not available in Russia. Sad. That is very sad. It's such a fun game. Let's go into this fight with proper like stamina and not because the reason why I fucked that game up. Well, the thing is, right, it's not really an RTS game. It's just the entire premise of the game is what if you were a troop in an RTS game.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Pop your shield. I should probably be taking you out faster anyways. Whoa.
Mind the side effects.
One more sin upon your soul.
God damn it. He recovers so fucking fast. It's dumb.
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
There we go.
Mind the side effects.
Yeah, I love that 2-second DPS window. It's so fun. Shield stays down after the third time. Would not be surprised. I got level 5 voiceovers.
I used to think that I'd never make a single friend in my whole life. But things changed when I went to Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Then after that, I met Master and Sumeru. Now
I
I've met
love
you
Kale.
too. All in all, I think I've been really lucky. Are you going to keep traveling? Let me do my part, please. I'll study hard. Whether it's reading, medicine, combat, or assessing the danger. Even something small, like checking the streetlights. I hope that many more people will get the help they need along the way.
She's so sweet. She's really lucky to she thinks she's very lucky to have escaped those very traumatic experiences. But we love Kale. She's adorable. She is such a sweetheart. Okay, how many do I need? 3. I need 5 more. So that's gonna be 2 more fights. guaranteed at my world level. I have 40 resin. Need one more. Yeet. Of the demons in Fear are actually evil. I mean, I don't. What do you mean actually evil? Like they just straight up have no like redeeming qualities. Which yeah, and that's kind of that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, like before the stream started. Was it's just so tropey. It is fantasy taken to its extremes, but it does interesting things with those extremes, and so you know. Therefore, it is way more interesting. Because yeah, the demons, they're literally just demons. They are evil. Like they are the very epitome of evil. They have no depth aside from they kill people. But there's such interesting things about like they explore a lot with a world that has creatures like demons in them. It's so fun. So yeah, I love Freerun. I need to finish that show, or I need to catch up with it. I think it's almost done, or at least the first season's almost done. But it's oh, you haven't respawned yet, you little shit. You little heathen. Boop. But yeah, let's see what's been going on in my life that I can talk about, because it's, let's see, I am okay. So, like ages ago, I think it was like 2020, so 4 years ago. I made a video. It's still on my channel if you're curious. About a classical piece called Der Elkoneg. Yes, whale milk lore, correct. So yeah, 4 years ago I made a video about Der Elkoneg. I hate it. My mic processing is terrible and it's boring as hell, and my narration is boring as hell, and yeah, it's all that kind of stuff. It's very old, it's very bad. But I made that because it was a project for class. So I will take any excuse to make a YouTube video as a project, just because that is both, I am turning something in and also putting something up on my YouTube. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing with the video that I'm writing right now. So in order for me to graduate from college, I have to take my university requires us to take an advanced writing course. And so there's a bunch of them, but mine is focused on writing in online environments, which is funny because that's like all I do. That's my hobby. But like going into it, I thought that meant like just writing, you know, like code documentation or like really boring shit like that. No, so our professor is like, yeah, so our final project is going to be writing anything. It just has to be a multimodal project. So writing and then something else that has to do with being on an online space, like a podcast or a video. Bet. Like that was my reaction to that. It was just fucking bet. So yeah, I have like, this is like the second time I'll be able to just straight up use a different, like use my YouTube for a school project, which I love. But I think I really surprised my professor with my idea that I had for yeah, I think I really impressed my professor
Time to shine.
with the idea that I came up with. Why are you in healing mode? You should not be in healing mode.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Because what I did, I came to her asking for, oh my god, Farina. Yeah. Yeah, so I came to her as like, does this idea sound good? Because we have to do research. Because like the state mandates that we have to implement like scholarly articles.
Seems like an emergency.
Oh fuck. What do you study? I do computer science. I'm getting my degree in computer science. But we have to take it, like everybody at my school has to take an advanced writing course. So yeah, like I go to my professor and I tell her like I want to do my project on walking simulators. Those genres of games. So things like The Beginner's Guide or like The Stanley Parable or Gone Home or those kinds of games. And so like, because originally I was gonna do a video just entirely on Dear Esther, just Dear Esther. I was gonna do a video, and I still plan on doing a video on just Dear Esther, but I started doing research on kind of the more meta aspects of the genre of walking simulators as a whole, because there's a really interesting, like, there's a whole history to them. And so I started talking about that, and so that was like, that was originally just gonna be one part of the Dear Esther video, but then it kind of just it kind of ballooned in scope, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna make this its own video. And so I started talking to my professor about that. And so I was talking about like, what should my research focus on? Can it like be more like super tangential about like how the term walking simulator came to be, or like that kind of stuff? And so like I was explaining to her what the project was about, and the more interesting aspects about it. And I like, while I was saying it, I could just see her going like, damn, that's like, her face just kind of screamed, damn, that's interesting, that's cool. Especially when I brought up the whole how walking simulators got super tied up in Gamergate and the alt-right movement. And like when I brought that up, she was like, oh shit, okay. It was really funny. So I think this is long story short, I think this class is free, y'all. I think this class is free just because I do this for a hobby. I have been doing it for coming up on like 3.5 years now. You know, this, yeah, pretty much this class is free. Which is hilarious. But yeah, I'm super excited to start working with this video just because it is so fascinating. Yeah, it's such a fascinating topic. But it's funny because like I finished writing a video on Chants of Sonar. And like I even recorded the voiceover, but that voiceover has been sitting in a like completely uncut and unedited in a Premiere timeline for a while, just because most of my time has been spent researching for this walking simulator video, just because there is so much. And I also like straight up had to do genuine like scholarly research for the project, just because that's, you know, that's the reason why we have to do this advanced writing courses, to teach us how to research, pretty much.
Mind the side effects.
So interesting how unis in America let you be more creative. Well, that's the entire point of of university in, at least for America, is like you choose your major, and in order to do your major, you've got to take the courses you're interested in. But also, yeah, there's a lot of leeway, and you can just take courses for fun just because you can. Because like my like I'm taking Chinese, and like eventually Chinese was just literally a for fun thing, but also it's to get my humanitarian credits out of the way, but also it was just for fun. But now I'm also have a minor in it, or I'm going for a minor. But yeah, it's I don't know. It feels like it feels like that's kind of the point of college, especially, and it's nice, especially because American schools are or American like primary education is shit in that facet, where you barely get to choose what you want to do. You're stuck with a very, quite honestly, shitty core curriculum, with very little room to pursue what you're actually interested in. Once you get to college, you get all that freedom. You get so much freedom to actually just do what you want.
Strike a pose.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
Time to go. Shower me with praise. Let the world collide.
Mind the side effects.
See? Go.
Focus mode.
Hi. How the?
Whoa.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Crisis on your side. Strike.
Come on, here's how he plays. Thank you. Okay, that was fucking close.
The doctor will see you now.
In the UK, most degrees are entirely vocational, preparing you for a job. That's what internships in the US are for. But also, like, what's interesting is like a lot of I also need to go do violet grass. Where the fuck do you find violet grass? Like a big thing about U.S. colleges is, or at least like also employment in the United States, is employers like it when, or at least we're told that employers like it when you have other stuff on your transcript and not just your major. Like having stuff like Chinese or liberal arts or whatever on your transcripts looks better to employers than a transcript that is literally just, I took all computer science classes and then took the other required credits that you needed to do in order to get the thing. Because yeah, it's true. It's if you can show that you're one, multifaceted, and two, can you've taken classes where you can consider other people, which is the one thing that I hate about the fucking engineering schools is not enough liberal arts. But like if you can show that, then employers are more likely to employ you or hire you because you show that you know what you're doing. like you have more aspects to you than just being good at the thing that they're hiring you for, which in some cases can be very like, you know, feels like taking advantage of you, and it kind of is, but that's just hiring nowadays. Violet grass. Let's start with Dunya. Need to go here. Virgin Hutao? I don't know, it's just Hutao. I don't know. I really don't have a lot of thought process behind this team comp. It's just kind of, I like them. They're characters that I find fun to play, and they actually kind of work together surprisingly well. But yeah. A lot of major 2.1 stuff. Oh, fun. Oh, who's the one? Oh, Chi-Chi is the one that does Liyue stuff, right?
I will.
Yeah. Do you think Natlan is next? Why wouldn't it be? We literally talked to
Trainee Forest Ranger College.
We literally talked to Nouvelette, and he said that Natlan is next. I could pick Violet. Oh yeah, true. Nahida lets you pick up Violet Grass from not on a wall, but eh. I feel like going old school, I guess. Oh, that's pointing towards that. Okay. Come on. I don't know where this next one is. Let's go to the chasm. Started studying chemistry in 2021 here in Germany, but dropped out after 2 semesters. Extremely well. That's also chemistry. Like, nowhere in the world is chemistry gonna be a not I want to drop out now major. Yeah, chemistry majors are a different breed. They're honestly terrifying.
Faster. Oh.
I should not have Chi-Chi out at any point because she will immediately get just dicked. Don't scare me. I just applied to a biochemistry course. Oh, good fucking luck, Minnie. So like my
With the wind.
I think the best way of putting it is when I was in high school looking to go to colleges, I toured a handful of places around the state. And so I went to one of the best engineering schools straight up in the country, which is in my state. And so like I did a tour. I did a tour there, and so you know, the cool thing about that school is every summer they do something called field session, where depending on what your major is, you go out and you just, you know, you fucking do the thing. So for like computer scientists, you It's pretty much just a guaranteed internship that the school sets up for you. So software engineers will get a project from we'll just get a project from a company, and we'll make it. You know, like the explosives or like the geology people will go out to a quarry out in the mountains for a couple weeks, and you know the explosive ordnance folks will just go blow shit up, you know, that kind of stuff. But the chemistry people, there is a building on campus that is designed specifically for chemistry field session. And the joke that my tour guide made when we passed that building was, and here is the chemistry, or I forget what it's called specifically, but like, here is this building. This is where the chemistry field session happens. Or it was something along the lines of like, this is where the chemistry majors spend almost all of their time. You'll be lucky if you see them anywhere other than in here. That was the joke that he made. Pretty much, like, all you're doing, like, yeah, chemistry is a really intensive major. No matter where you go, and like, it's particularly bad in, you know, the highest, like, one of the best engineering schools in the entire United States. But it's, no matter where, even at my school, which is very like middle of the road, it's an all right university, but it's not great. The chemistry students are fucking, I don't think they sleep. Honestly, I do not believe that chemistry majors ever sleep. It's terrifying. I fear for their health, because I have a chemistry major in my Chinese class, and yeah, she's I worry for her sometimes. They graduate with a resume built, yeah, pretty much. It's insane, and that's one of the reasons why this school is so fucking good, is because of field session. That's one of the major selling points. That's one of the, you know, that's, I should probably take out Kazoo, to be completely honest. Oh, looks like I have to do it. Nope. Yep. Kazoo.
All right, let's head off.
Yeah, that's the reason why this school is so fucking good, is because it's pretty much field session and then senior projects. The senior projects are also really good because you are working for a company. Hello, Raya, welcome. Like every year, like companies will straight up bid the call. Like there's an auction for getting to get students from the school to do a senior project. So companies will flock to the school, do some bids, and then the companies that win, like seniors are assigned to them to do their stuff. It's insane. Yeah. What's on the itinerary today? Currently, I'm leveling Baiju. Suffering, looking for fucking violet grass. I hate this shit. You can tell I'm looking for violet grass because I have Chi-Chi on the team. I do lab reports all the time. Yeah, no. So apparently, for field sessions for that, summer field sessions for that college, it's almost daily that you have to have a report in. Like the workload is near inhumane. yeah, like it's fucking insane. You don't leave. You don't leave. Like it is 8 to 10 hours every single fucking day in that one block of a building. And like, it is the most like brutalist building on the entire campus. There are no windows. It's like, there are pipes going in. It looks like a factory block, to be completely honest. Like, the building that like chemistry majors will spend the summer between their sophomore and junior year in, it looks like a fucking factory block. Because there are pipes that like carry gas and like in whatever in and out of there, and they spend 8 to 10 hours in there every day for the entire summer, writing reports nearly daily. It's terrifying. I don't understand why chemistry majors have to. Yeah, chemistry majors don't terrify me, to be completely honest. Where the fuck are these violet grass? Hold on. Yeah, no, I would not be okay after a summer like that. What do I need? Four more. Where can I find 4 more violet grass? There are some violet grass over there. There should be 4. Why did I did not mean to open VS Code. Please don't open VS Code. I don't want to think about my software project. So I'm taking a software development class, and this project is fun because so this project is fun because I'm doing the math wrong somewhere. I don't know where. So the entire point of this class is it's supposed to be software development, so it's a lot of black box stuff. So they will tell you your code fails on these tests. Well, common chest. When you submit your code to GitHub, they say that your code fails on these tests, for whatever reason, and so
Maybe it'll spring back to life.
But they don't tell you exactly what your output was or whatever, or how it failed. It's just that it fails when we give you certain inputs, like specific inputs. They don't tell you what the inputs are specifically, but it's like when there's a lot of this one type of data, your code fails or whatever. It pretty much just tells you what the edge cases are. So I know that my math is wrong, but I don't know in what way, because how the class is designed, they don't tell you. So like, I'm at this point where I've been slowly every day. So every day they grade it. They run the auto grader and give you feedback. And so over this week, I've been like every day slowly chipping away at it. And like getting 5 points back every time. So I think like the first time I turned it in, I got like a 40 out of 100. And then like every day for the past few days, I've been chipping away at it, fixing small bugs, and getting like 5 points back at a time. Imagine being graded every day. That's the point of the class though, is having an auto grader that grades on regular intervals before the due date. So you iterate on your code. Because like that's software development. That's real software development, right? You get the requirement from the person that you're working for. You make it. You send it to them. They give you feedback, and then you work again. That's how that works. But yeah, I don't know where I'm doing the math incorrectly. Because all of the bugs have been fixed except for the ones that are like you're doing math wrong.
If we bury it,
So at this point I'm just kind of I'm gonna just take the 50. Do you have Farina weapon? I do. I mean, okay. For somebody that doesn't know how coding works, it's a thought. Like I won't blame Minnie for at least suggesting it. I wish ChatGPT was good enough to give me the code. I might be able to ask it for like normalizing the data. Because it can do really small functions perfectly fine. Sometimes, if you're lucky, it can do really small functions fine. But, like, yeah. But also, the way that they want us to do it, or at least, part of this is because I did it a really stupid way. Because I've never... I chose to go about this with functional programming instead of object-oriented. So part of it is I'm working with a style of coding that I haven't been trained in. So maybe like, but I'm like 95% sure my functions are doing fine. How dare you not do OOP? So how this project works is object-oriented would just kind of be a waste of resources. What language do you use? We mostly do Java at my school, which, but it's fair enough. It's an easy enough language, but it's not so easy that it's like Python. It's kind of a good middle ground. Later on, you do have to take a C++ course, which I've already taken, which was super fun. And later on with another course, you're thrown into the deep end with JavaScript for web development, which is also pretty fun. I haven't taken that course yet. I'm taking that in a while. Isn't Java just C# but long? In my experience, and granted, I haven't really touched C# very much, but in my experience, C# is the long one. But I don't know. I've had to do so much C++, I forgot Python. Oh, Python is so easy. It's really funny. My dad is taking a programming course because he's going for his master's. He's going back to school and getting his master's. But yeah, so my dad has to take some programming courses. But like super rudimentary stuff. So Python, Python for like parsing a bunch of data for like databases and shit. And so the entirety of my dad's previous experience with programming is C++. He learned C++. And his dad, my grandpa, taught fucking Fortran, was a Fortran professor. So like that's the kind of shit that we're talking about here. So my dad is returning to programming with goddamn Python. And so my warning to him was literally, don't overthink it. It's really easy to overthink Python. And so that's exactly like he snapped me a while ago. He's like, what am I doing wrong? What does this error mean? And it was literally him just like overthinking it. It was really funny. Yeah, no, the whole you can put anything in a variable. It's so stupid. you know, I very much agree with Michael Reeves. Like, my favorite way of describing Python is what Michael Reeves said, is Python can do everything just really badly. Can I send a program? Yes, you can send a programming meme. But yeah, Python is terrible. But yeah, Java's fine. It's, yeah. But then, like yesterday, yeah, last night, I did a bit of refactoring on my code just to split like one like omega function into a bunch of smaller functions like you're supposed to. And when I did that, all of my JUnit tests broke. And so we're being coded, or we're being graded partly on how well our tests perform, and like our test coverage. And because all of my JUnit tests broke when I refactored all of my code and made different function names and shit, yeah, my grade plummeted back down to a 40 when I had it at like a 50. So yeah, that's what I have left to do. Where the other, oh, there it is. Scratch, dude. Scratch is hilarious. We love Scratch. It's just, it's so baby. It's so hilariously baby.
Jackpot.
How can you say you've done PHP and you hate C? How can you even fathom? Chrissy, what are you smoking? That you've done PHP and you say you hate C. That is wild. But okay, here's the thing though. With C and C++, and like I think it was my C++ professor that's kind of rubbing off on me here. But like C++ can just, you can do some of the stupidest shit with C++ and it's like, it works. It's not like Python stupid shit where you can like just do anything but really badly. C++, you can make it work. You can just brute force the dumbest shit and it works for some reason. And it's like good work. It's weird. But that's kind of the fun of C++ is anything works. It's just designed to allow you to do some wild things. And when you pull it off, it's actually incredible, the things that you can do. Like operator overloading, dude, that's so fun.
Maybe it'll spring.
My compiler disagrees with me. Well, just do Rust then. That's fine. Just learn Rust. The United States government thinks that you should learn Rust, so maybe you should learn Rust instead. My first language is C#. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I need to spend some more time in lower level languages, like C++, and I do want to learn Rust at one point. I keep like intending on, learning Rust, but I never get around to it. But like, I find the lower level stuff really, really, really fun. That's a Layla hangout. Use this one. And you tried JavaScript. It's a thing. If you do get into JavaScript, use TypeScript. TypeScript kind of fixes the language. It's really weird. JavaScript is so strange. It's kind of its own little world in what it does and how it operates. because like there's like different frameworks that you code in, and then there's things like TypeScript, which is still technically JavaScript, but it's also its own language, but it's also not. It's so weird. I don't understand it. But that's what next my junior year is for, is when I have to take that JS class.
Mind the side effects.
And I definitely think that part of the reason why I enjoy C++ as much as I do is because I had a really good teacher for it. My C++ professor was a really infectious dude. His passion for the language and working with the language was really infectious, and so that kind of carried over for me. What the fuck? Why are there two Sealies? Oh, there's water. Oh, they're lowering water. I tried for like 1 semester. Yeah, no, it's... I only had a 1 semester course on it. But, yeah, I think it's really fun. It's a pain in the ass. I definitely think it's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. Because you get errors in C++ that you get nowhere else because you're working so low, memory-wise. But like it's just fascinating. It's fascinating. Once you understand what the errors are, because like one of our lectures for that course was literally, what are these errors? Like, what are errors? What are the more common errors that you're going to run into? Like a segmentation fault, and what are they, and how do they work? Granted, we did kind of gloss over seg faults specifically because that's operating system bullshit, which is way beyond the scope of that class. But yeah, I tried C and enjoyed it, but I heard it's a nightmare. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the thing with C++ is you have to plan. You have to. You can't, like, in my software development class right now with Java, I just kind of start writing code and then just kind of work on it after it doesn't work. You can't do that with C++. You have to plan. And part of it definitely is if you're writing your .h files properly, then that's kind of part of the process is planning. But if you're not planning properly with C++, then you are not gonna write a good program. You're going to write a program that just doesn't work straight up. You also have to understand how memory works, which is something that a lot of people aren't really taught. Like modern day programmers aren't necessarily taught how memory works because memory is just free nowadays. But with C++, you have to know that, because if you don't learn how memory works, then you're not going to make a functional program. The stream is actually motivating me to do code. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, this talk is actually like straight up kind of like, I should probably want to go work on my project. Since it's due tomorrow at midnight. So I've got tomorrow to work on it, but yeah, I should go work on it. But a lot of it's is just fixing up my a lot of it is just fixing my tests, my JUnit tests. Something real valuable I learned at my internship is that documentation is 80% of the work and 20% is the coding. That's interesting because the paradigm that my school teaches is write code so good that you don't need documentation. So like an entire unit of the software development course. Stream is eligible for the programming tag on Twitch now. Yeah, pretty much. But like the first the entire first unit of this course of my software development is how to name things, how to name functions and variables so that you are describing precisely what those do. Because it does make sense of why go through the effort of documenting your code when you write code that documents itself. And so that's kind of what they teach us.
Go on. You have my approval.
Which I mean in theory works. I can imagine in practice that very much falls apart. Leave a comment, but that's also kind of what they discourage us from doing is discouraging us from leaving comments just straight up. We're not supposed to leave comments in our code. Like stuff like that. Fighting the urge to name a variable. Yeah, so like, but yeah, again, like an entire unit. So for like, comments are useful. If you need to, this is like the whole thing that they teach us. If you feel the need to write a comment, your code is not clear. If you feel the need to write a comment to describe what your code is doing or why it's doing it, then your code is not clear enough. Your code should be written in a way that you do not need to explain what it does. It should be so clear both with how it's actually written as well as the name of variables and whatnot that, you know, it should, and everything should be like, every function it should be super small and have one job and all that stuff. And as long as you're doing that, then you shouldn't feel the need for comments. Where the fuck is this? Oh, right there. Okay. I should actually like start looking. Did that not count? Am I going crazy? Like, what am I missing here? Brainfuck really lives up to his name. Brainfuck is literally just a Turing machine. That's all it is. It's literally just like, what if we just made a Turing machine into a language that you could like write in VS Code? I'm going insane. Go away. That's a thing that looks like I can interact with it. Yep. Okay, that's what this kind of section is for.
Time to go. Yeah, fly.
Don't do that. That's rude. Thank you. Hello.
Huh?
A bitter pill to swallow.
Hi! Just like we rehearsed. Yoo-hoo! Phew. Yeah. If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
So where's the fourth one? I thought I already got the fourth one. That was
With
weird.
the wind.
Oh, there's a thing there. Okay, it's just that way. Okay. Yeah, but like it definitely makes sense. I think the whole programming, the make good code that you don't need comments. And like that doesn't mean that you're gonna be like immune from ever writing comments. Comments can be useful, but it does save you time, and it makes maintaining your code base way easier when you have code that doesn't need to be explained, that people can just read it and right there understand how it works, so then they can either fix bugs or you know, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I go. So I went down that way, I went over that way. There was one that was just kind of chilling here, which I thought I picked up, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, I even have a CS. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a paradigm for sure. Like, to each their own, really, and especially as like if you're like a hobbyist programmer, that definitely makes sense. To like not want to worry about writing good code. You should have fun coding. But like, I really was gonna get into game dev. Yeah, fair enough. Although game development programming is, I feel like that's a different beast.
Go.
I genuinely have no fucking idea what this fourth one was. I thought I grabbed the fourth one. I thought it was the one that was right there, dude. Am I just blind? This could very much be an ADHD moment. I'm just missing it. You check the interactable objects? I did. I got these ones. Is there another interactable object that I'm missing? Literacy and coding. Yeah, that's kind of, I think, what the big thing that my school is trying to teach with the whole writes good code so that you don't need comments, is because like my C++ professor even told us, like, one of the biggest complaints that employers send to my school is that kids that they're hiring don't know how to read code. They can write phenomenal programs, it's just they don't know how to read code in existing code bases. Where the fuck? With a ridge behind me? There was stuff up here. I swear, if it's like... Oh, I sort of fuck. No, these things don't have anything. I feel like it's super easy. I feel like it's gonna be super easy. I don't know, like, it's probably very obvious that I'm missing something. I swear, I swear I grabbed the fourth one and it just, like, didn't add. Did you do the one that you, like, have to stand in the mural? I don't think so. Stand in the mural. Is it like you go up here instead of down? So I did the one that was down here. I hear a ding. Oh, from you. Oh. There it is. Got it. It was so, like, close to the edge of the fucking thing that I didn't think it would be over there. But okay, fair enough. Yeah, the fish thingies make everything so happy. Older bed should have a lot of older votive rain jade. That is big says Fuji only want this one. Shining almost if it's resonating with the depth energy. When we try using the power. If we should finally expand Mondstadt. It's gonna be a while until we get a Mondstadt expansion. I don't know why, but like, and again, like it almost feels like Dragonspine was that, but it's also not, because Dragonspine is just kind of its own thing. It's so weird. I don't understand. I don't understand Mondstadt. Yeah, Dandelion Sea. There's also a port that they have. They have a port. There we got Chasm and Chenyu. True. I guess it depends on where Natlan is and where Snej is. Just because, like, when you get to, like, like if Natlan is around or in the same proximity as Mondstadt, then there might be the Mondstadt area to bridge it to Natlan, but then we also might, like, when we get to Snezhnaya, we might fucking get, like, because yeah, like Rika is, or like Phantom is saying, that's not Rika, like Phantom is saying, Snezhnaya is probably like north, of Mondstadt. So maybe the Mondstadt explanation or expansion is Mondstadt expansion is to bridge a space between Mondstadt and Snezhne, yeah. So I don't know. She's my friend. I tell you before that I had a lot of friends. I just happened to meet her, so I got a hold of her to introduce you. You are pretty. She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey. Australia is canonical in Genshin Impact. What if the final 5.x patches are actually packed with content? That would be incredible. Mondstadt expansion will come at the same time as Venti Act 2, trust me. Honestly, I would not be surprised if Venti Act 2 is literally just like more or less the world quest for that region. Snake in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beast of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful, so why have you come? Come on, Bluey, you don't have to be so fierce. You raised 2 questions. My adeptal energy comes from Adeptus Fujin. Our goal is to nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale. The adeptal energy we use comes from Fujin. What if it's not Venti Act 2, but an Archon quest? Like an interlude quest? I don't know. Maybe. All right, good night, Rika. Thank you for popping in. Good night. But you will 100% be in 5.8. Yeah, he definitely will be 5.x. I do know Fujin. Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to do Chinese village, usual flavor. The new tea leaves taste better, more like before. More like, whoa, and just like that, she's gone. Don't worry about it, Paimon, she's like that. She's like me. You just disappear. I wish I didn't name my wanderer Fujin. Do it like we do in this stream and name him Greg. If we get Petrichor, you think we'll get more Narcissus crates? Oh, definitely. Oh, 100%. Fucking Narcissus Croix is pretty more or less like the Fontaine story. Like, that's all Fontaine is just Narcissus Croix. You could change it once. You definitely could change it once. I still have him set to wander. I should change that one day. You should. And you should name him something really stupid to piss off Wanderer fans. I have nothing against Wanderer fans. I just find it really funny that people get so confused when I like just the juxtaposition of people naming him super like luminescent, gorgeous things that tie to his character, and then there's me who just named him Greg.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
Oh yeah, I also need to go fucking talk to Catherine. You are there, you're next to a thing, so whoop. Catherine. He looks like a Greg. It's not Greg with a capital G, it's Greg with a lowercase g. Get it right, Minnie. see, where is he? Greg. It's Greg. I'm so proud of that joke. It's such a stupid joke, but I'm so proud of it. Into an Among Us joke and I can't change it anymore. That is how it should be. Also, go to sleep, Rika. Don't lie. Did not want to do that. Could have been Greg, though. I still have the rename slip, so I can make it Greg. Period. But I have yet to do. I have yet to full send it. Does Mossad even have a navy? I don't know. Like, theoretically, they have said that they do have a they do have a port for like maritime trade, but like that's it? As far as I know? Like I don't like, but you also have to think like there's not really a point that having a navy in Teyvat. Because, like, yeah, there's a coastline, but, like, the most that you're going to get, or one, everything is very close together, and two, like, do horses even exist? I don't think so. But, like, yeah, like, you have, I think I have to go down. The fuck are you? Miasma. Since antiquity, an anomaly known as miasma has been Since antiquity, an anomaly known as miasma has been endemic to the mountains and rivers of Chenyu Vale. If an ordinary person inadvertently inhales this gas, they will often suffer from headaches and chest pain for days. Miasma may not be fatal to humans, but long-term exposure to it does affect wild animals and monsters, making them more violent than usual. Try defeating the leader of the monsters before following the trial to the source of the miasma. Okay. Yeah, the manga isn't. I wouldn't be surprised if the manga is just straight up not canon anymore. I don't think they have explicitly stated that the canon is, or that the manga isn't canon anymore, but they did delete some of the chapters, and they did say that they wanted to keep everything in game now. So did they retcon anything? They haven't retconned anything yet, but they did delete a couple of chapters from the manga, and I think they just, yeah, they retconned Dottoro's design. Oh, I think I just have to do that, and then they stop spawning. But yeah, so they retcon, they deleted one of the chapters. I think it was like one of the really early ones, the one that mentions Murata, and that was it. Everything is still there, aside from the one chapter that mentions Murata, which is the very beginning, I think, which is like with Vanessa and shit. So that makes people think that, you know, obviously different things are happening with the Pyroarchon. There's the disparity between the whole Venti and Zhongli are the only ones that are left from the Archon War, or from the Cataclysm, sorry. But the manga happened before that, so it was either they changed. Where's the other? Oh, over here. It was either they changed I might have to bring out a Hydra Archer. Do I have a Hydra Archer? I don't have either Child or Yelan. Let's see. Oh, I have Mona.
It is as the stars foretold.
Oh, they're too quick for even that? What the fuck? Okay. I'll deal with that later. Who sat here? Farina.
I knew.
There's something in the water. There's always something in the water.
Oh, what a cute.
Oh, hi,
treasure
Farina.
cove.
Farina's in my chat. Holy shit. Surprise. Ashamed to say, I forgot how to spell mechanic. It's the real Farina, y'all. Farina's here. She's here, my beloved. So far, in my opinion, story-wise, Fontaine is probably my favorite. Is the strongest. Yeah.
Mind the side effect.
Yeah, that's kind of the easy answer so far. Story-wise, yeah, it's Fontaine is my favorite. I think is the strongest. Sumeru was really good. Oh wow. Sumeru was really good. I enjoyed Sumeru. I just think Fontaine was better. I just enjoyed it more. I think a part of it definitely is I enjoyed Fontaine's cast a little bit more. Which translating that means I enjoyed Farina, and everybody else was kind of a bonus. Oh, hello, you. Yeah, Fontaine Act 3-4 bodies every other quest. I don't know. Yeah, no, Carrie Bear is, yeah, it was really good. I always forget about Carrie Bear. It almost feels like it's something else. Yeah, I felt it did feel a bit short-lived, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed. I don't know. Yeah, I think Carrie Bear and yeah, Fontaine Act 3 and 4 are the best that we've gotten. But yeah, I definitely think that so far Fontaine has been the strongest nation, both with the characters that we've gotten and the quests that we've gotten, and the just all of it I have enjoyed immensely. Talking about military power? No. Also, thank you for the 20 check. That's thank you so much for the 20 check. But strongest as in like story-wise, militarily, Liyue. Or pretty much this question boils down to who's stronger, the Millilith or Inazuma. I would say the Millilith because they are united. And have been for a really long time. Hold on, see this. Long, long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and Adepti in the skies by talking to that big piece of jade in the middle. Okay. I feels like envoys. Like long time ago, humans used to have envoys that allowed them to speak directly to the gods. Oh, that's scary. There it is. That takes a while to come through. I like, you guys can't hear. There isn't a channel for notifications. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but whenever that happens, I get Errol's Hoy from Wind Waker. Natlan should probably be the strongest military. Depends on how that works, because I am still of the belief that a Nat clan is largely tribalistic. So yes, they are into war, but they don't have like there's a good chance that they don't have like a unified military. They might, who knows? But yeah, they might not even be uniform, but yeah, emissaries of the gods would lead them and protect them. See, that's got to be the shiny gold person sitting in the middle. Yeah, so envoys. I wonder if that translation's changed at all. I don't know. That's interesting. I bet that was a super amazing person. Oh, I wonder what that translates to. Envoy, emissary. Okay. Blair, just like Big Sis Fujin said, something changed and the people of Chenyu Vale lost their guiding emissary. They couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. That's just that's a story that happened everywhere. There's a lot of Dragonspine lore too. What happened to the anime? It's still in production, I would assume. Like the anime that they showed us, like the teaser for the anime was literally a test animation. So I would not be surprised if it's still in production. Is the anime supposed to be like constant? Yeah, or something along those lines. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe they cancel it just because, like, I do know that 2022, I think so. I think it was 2022. But like, what's interesting to me is they did say that they wanted to keep everything in the game. Like, Hoya wanted to keep their lore and stuff collected into the game and not elsewhere. But I don't know. September 16th, 2022. Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? I was be connected to the golden carp here. That was getting the means to speak to you. Little Mel, please come with me. Yeah, like 2 years seems like I don't know. I have no idea what the development cycle for an anime is. I am not that well versed in how anime production works. Cause like for a video game, 2 years is like just barely scratching the surface of like a regular dev cycle.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Maybe you'll visualize. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure like what they want, like what the anime, like what the purpose of the anime is, unless it is just kind of like the Persona 5 anime, right? Where it's just kind of a retelling of the game's events. I can also see it being a sort of like what if it was like a telling of the Abyss twins journey? Or what if it's about the Cataclysm? Something along those lines. Like, I feel like it's either going to be a retelling of the game's story, which I feel is weird and redundant and not really interesting, or it's going to be a major core part of the story that we'll never see on screen. So something like, you know, something like the Cataclysm, or something to do with the Abyss Twin, or something along that, like that. It may just be like a slice of life in Teyvat. That would be cool. Probably a cash grab. I don't know. Like, okay, so to me, the one thing that I love about Hoyo is nothing really feels like a cash grab. They put so much love and attention and detail and just artistry into everything that they make, and they're super passionate about all of these games, that nothing feels like a cash grab. Everything is designed to make money, yeah, because that's just, you know, our capitalistic hellscape of a society. You've got to make money, but yeah, it just feels like Hoyo doesn't do things just because they need more money, because they have more than enough money. Hoyo has more than enough money. I promise you, Genshin makes enough to carry everything else in this and for that goddamn company. Yes, that is correct. One was indeed a figure who hugged that egg in that mural. Angel's egg moment? This is a Udafotable show that has been in production for years at this point. This is a cash grab. Then so is every video. Yeah, exactly. And like, again, it's been in production for years. We've heard nothing about it. And Hoyoverse is very good at, you know, they have a lot of care and love for their IPs. They're not gonna just kind of make a shitty ass, you know, show out of it. It's not gonna be like the Super Mario show. It's gonna be something actually high quality. I am in truth the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across the mountains and plains. Even so, I could not simply lay it down the title. First projects without leaks. Yeah. WHA? What's WHA? I should know this, I think. I mean, it could. It always could. Oh, Witch Hat Stellar. Yep, got it. Yeah, it always could end up, but that's kind of pessimistic thinking. Especially with, you know, it's Ufotable and Hoyoverse. Two very good studios at what they do. I have confidence that it'll be good. I have confidence that it will be a good show if it ever actually comes out. Because who the fuck knows at this point? But you know, yeah, I have faith that it'll be good just because of the minds behind it. You know, Genshin is a very good story. Ufotable is a very good studio. So, you know. Oh, where are the statue thingies? Ooh. I rushed? Really? 2 years and we haven't heard shit about it? That's definitely not what I would call rushed. Worst case scenario, the music will also be good. True. Either that or that'll be like that, or it'll just be like a it'll also be eye candy, which for me that's like half of what makes a good, like, yeah, that's like half of what makes my favorite shows is just them being very pretty. Welcome back. But yeah, like my favorite shows are things like Violet Evergarden and like Anohana and any Madhouse, any KyoAni, honestly. Like any Madhouse and any KyoAni are like some of my favorite shows, just because the animation is always fucking beautiful. Also, what the fuck is their name? Ghibli, yeah. Studio Ghibli. You can't put the entire Genshin story into a show. Yeah, it's gonna be a very like small section of the lore. That's like that's my theory, at least, is it's gonna be a very small chunk of the lore that's very important for understanding super late story stuff. They wouldn't do that most likely. They want people to still play the game. I mean, in theory, yes, but tell that to Atlas, who just made the entire story of Persona 5 into its own standalone anime. Why? It's the weirdest fucking thing that they did that. So that miasma thing is manifestation of environmental disorder. Got those nevers in the lands. Mountains had their own order. Even I sometimes miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chenyu Vale will suffer and languish. I hope you can understand. She's so pretty. I love the visual vibe of the adeptal energy in Chenyu Vale. Oh yeah, the chapter interlude teaser for Natlan. That should be coming here soon eventually. That'll be weird. What if we just straight up get nothing until 5.0? And it's just the map opens and then, like, that's it. We get like no teasers. Somehow they keep like leaks under wraps. Like everything is just so hush hush until Natlan just comes out. It's just 5.0. Here you go. Here's a new nation. Figure it the fuck out. That would be so wild. With Genshin, impossible? I don't know. They've done it before. What which character was just like completely leak free for a while? That just kind of appeared. There's been a couple of characters where the character just kind of fucking appeared. and nobody really knew it was coming. Who was that?
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it was Winter Night's Lotso. Yep. It wasn't a character, it was Winter Night's Lotso, yeah. Winter Night's Lotso just appeared, and nobody knew that was coming. Are there deserts in lore of Natlan? It's unclear. They say it's volcanic, but there are also hot springs. But the rest of the topology of Natlan is very unclear. Like the rest of like the climate and like the topology and all of it is very unclear, just because it's like everything in fucking Natlan, nobody knows what's going on with it. The game gives me, or like Natlan kind of, with how the talking stick lore went, it gave me, it reminded me a lot of the book Things Fall Apart, which happens in Western Africa. Yes? So not desert. Still an arid climate, but yeah, I don't know, because like I can imagine it being, yes, volcanic, but also still very humid. There's nothing there's nothing to indicate that it is a desert in the same way that Sumeru is. I'll put it that way.
Just like we rehearsed.
Is there? I did not know that that existed. Who's the leader? What? Okay. There it is. Thank you.
Is it?
Don't die, Tao. That's rude.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes.
And it's not just like, it's not just that it's boring, because like some people do like, some people did like the Sumeru deserts. I didn't. I'm with you on that one, Pavel. I thought the Sumeru deserts were kind of boring, but some people do enjoy it. And so like, but even if it isn't like, you know, even if you don't think it's boring, it's still, they already did it. So like, they've got to do at least something different with it, right? And not just, oh, more sand. Like maybe it's hot, but in like in technicality, but like by definition, it's a desert in that, you know, it doesn't get rainfall, but it's not as sandy. Because like technically, I live in a desert. I live in the Front Range of the United States, like directly east of the Rockies. That's technically a desert, even though, you know, I have fucking grass and trees outside. It's just we don't get enough rainfall to be considered anything but. I think I actually have to read this. The branch she planted keeps growing. It seems the water and soil in the cave are quite nutritious. Maybe in a few years, once it grows a little bigger, the medicine jar will be too small for this young tree. She connected the door opening mechanism with a jar the branch is planted in, breathing life, giving adaptable energy into said mechanism. It seems the jar containing the mechanism was damaged a long time ago. I wonder if the door can still open and close.
With the wind.
Okay. So we've got a guy. The butler of this place, I am responsible for the management of the master's abode. How far can I take you? Can at least go up here. Should I post the tweet of the art I'm referring to on the server? Sure. Yeah, do that, because I don't remember that at any point. But it's also Charlotte, so I don't really care too much for Charlotte. So I could have just missed it. If you're going to enter a master's study, remember not to touch the... What did you say? Hold on. Remember not to touch the stone slate. It's something very important to master. Can I put you through the wall? Hold on. Hello, sir. Death in a frozen wasteland is at least shorter and less painful than the desert. It depends on how you die. I guess. Just like dying to the elements. No, I can't do that. Like, dying just from pure, like, exposure to the elements. Yeah. Oh, this stone slab. I was wondering what stone slab I was talking about. Oh shit, there's just a fucking like chunk of the wall taken out. Okay. We're here, Bixus Fujin. Have you been waiting for us here this whole time? No. After leaving Carp's Rest, I can only appear in places in which my power remains, and only by the grace of your adeptal energy, Xiaojie. Wait a minute, didn't the gap in the middle of the mural originally have something that went with the golden carp mural in it? I'm not sure. In truth, this is my first time seeing this mural as well. I'm sure you've all heard of the battles that took place in the past. Conria, Archon War. Yes, this cave was once one of the shelters we built for the inhabitants of Chenyu Vale, such that the innocents caught in the crossfire when the floods overturned the heavens and the earth split open could have a place of safety. Alright, see you, Ryo. Thank you for joining. I didn't expect that they'd draw a mural here, though I believe the ones depicted to be me. I mean, the big slippery carp little Mao mentioned, and a friend. If that's the case, why didn't most of the important part get taken somewhere else? That's true, why is that? Perhaps dissatisfaction? The three of us were once great friends, with two of us becoming worshipped as adepti. The one of us was always the mountain's master. Later, Herblord. It's such a weird name. Herblord and I defected together, and she most likely died too. Or perhaps the one amongst us... the one amongst us who fought to the last never submitted and only heard news of us afterwards. Perhaps to her we were all traitors, with the depictions of myself and Herblord becoming an object for her to vent her fury against. Huh, is that really the case? The painting outside looks like... Who knows? In any case, that's all in the past. So please, lend me your strength in nursing Chen Yu Vale back to health. I can feel that there's another golden carp lingering where I used to... near Mount Xuanlian, I believe. Oh, so there's another. If we get that one, I should have enough strength to perform the ritual. Speaking of that, I must apologize for being unable to control the golden carp even with you nearby. I know they might have given you some trouble swimming through the air like that. If Greater Lord Rukdavat was erased from history, why is Kusanai still called Lesser Lord? From what I remember, there was an explanation. There was an explanation for it. I forget what it is. God, fuck, what is it? There was definitely a reason. There was an explanation that Erminsul came up with to fill that hole, but yeah, I think we were told it too, but go to Mount Xuanlian. But yeah, that's definitely a thing that Erminsul covered. I just forget how specifically it did that. Explore Mount Xuanlian. Currently doing Nahida's first character quest. I forget even where it would have been mentioned. I feel like maybe it's mentioned in... No, it would have to be mentioned in the Archon quest. Erminsul is very silly goofy. I do remember that at some point, maybe I'm just making it up, but I do remember that at some point there was a mention of the explanation that Erminsul came up with. But I don't know. All right, so it is currently... Yeah, I think I'm going to call it for today. I actually have a midterm that I need to take, which will only take like an hour, but I will pop off a little bit early in order to do that. Is the recording the Lesser Lord thing? Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to call that for the day. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Was fun. I am so prepared for a very boring another like couple of weeks until 2.1 comes out. But yeah, don't be surprised if we play other games that aren't Genshin or Honkai Star Rail in the next like week or two. So but yeah, so I will spend the rest of this week figuring out what we're going to be doing for next Sunday, but don't be surprised if it's not, don't be surprised if it's not Genshin or HSR. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye, y'all.